Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktaranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So thank you very much for everyone for coming this session. So I welcome everyone to today's discussion of Madhurya Kadambani. So quickly, so anyone is going to add some points from the last day's class, so they can raise the hand. So in the yesterday's class, what we were discussing about the Mangalacharana we discussed. So what is the main theme? Just quickly, 5 minutes I will take for the revising that thing. What Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is asking in this. Yes, Gopijana Prabhu, please. Please, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, you said there are 3 types of Mangalacharana. Or are you able to hear me?
Yes, Prabhu, please.
Yeah.
Voice is.
You said
yeah.
Namaskaratmaka Mangalacharana, and 3 types of Mangalacharanas are there. And then Prabhuji gave an examples from Srimad Bhagavatam, Sloka 1, Sloka 2, how they cover what aspects.
Yes. So in Madhurya Kadambani's, yes, your voice is breaking, Prabhu. Actually, in between we are not able to hear. It is coming, yeah. So dwindling, actually, voice is dwindling. I don't know why.
And Hare Krishna Prabhu, can you hear me also?
Yes, Prabhu, please, Prabhu.
So in verse 1, there were 3 things that you very nicely explained. And I kind of put them into key points. One was Sanjeevani, life infusing.
Yes.
That was something very beautiful, that the cloud bank nectar of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy is life infusing.
Yes.
And what takes away or extinguishes our life, which is the other point that you made, extinguishing, is our material desires, which stem out of our lust to enjoy independent of Krishna.
Is giving life for a what, actually? So life, infusing life in what?
In the heart. The
heart is a field. In that field, what are there actually?
So there is Nava, the 9 processes of devotion.
Yeah, Nava Bhakti Sasya.
Nava Bhakti, yeah. So that is what it is, infusing life into that.
In the grains of the 9.
In the grains, that's right. Absolutely. Now, absolutely, that's the unpacking, but I just encapsulated it as a point, but absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Yes, and the last point that you made in that was joy.
Yes. It feels joy in all the living entities, and
absolutely.
Like example, in the case of example, what is happening? So generally clouds, they shower rains. So due to that, all the rivers are becoming joyful because they are completely filled with a lot of water. So rivers will become joyful. The same way, the clouds of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. So they are also showering the nectar, that is nothing but Mahaprabhu's mercy, and that is bringing the joy in every living entity.
That's right.
Yeah,
And we are scorching in the heat
yeah,
of material desires. That is what is extinguishing.
yes,
So that was from the verse 1 that I
yes,
took
Prabhu.
as key takeaways from your.
Yes, Prabhu. So any other student can add some other points. So I request other students so to add some points from the next sloka, actually. Second sloka, please. Yeah, please. Who is raising hand? Yeah, Ananta Prabhu, please.
Then after that, he 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 tells tam naumi satatam hare roop nam priyajanam, means he constantly pays the obeisances to Rup Goswami, who is dear to Lord Hari, and he tells Rup Goswami, he told how bhakti is rasa, means
Yeah.
by
Why?
mercy of Rup
Yeah, why?
Goswami.
He is giving hetu here. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is giving hetu. Why he is paying obeisances to Rupa Goswami? The reason he is giving. What is the contribution of Rupa Goswami in our in this context? Actually, what kind of contribution here Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is seeing of Rupa Goswami? Can you say that?
By Rup Goswami, by the mercy of Rup Goswami, people will able to understand how bhakti is rasa.
How bhakti? Because Rupa Goswami gave that means intelligence to to us, so that by that intelligence we are able to see bhakti as rasa. Even there are so many devotees who are there before to this, but the signs seeing the bhakti as rasa and seeing the various components in that bhakti and bringing out the rasa from that. So that is completely explained by the Rupa Goswami in his Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So that's why he kept the book name also Bhakti Rasa. It is rasa actually. In the material world also, this technology is there, this science, like you see in the case of the Sahitya Darpan and Kavya Prakash. So in that, so you'll be seeing the how this rasa is established, various kinds of the rasa in the material world. So material world is simply a reflection of the spiritual world, and all these rasas are existing in even in the spiritual world. That's why bhakti is also rasa, and that's why. So that is his contribution. He gave the intelligence for us so that we are able to see bhakti as rasa. So that's why he is paying. Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is paying obeisances to so Sri Rupa Goswami here. And also one more important point, this book is going to deal about in nutshell, Srila Rupa Goswami explained the stages of the bhakti, Ado Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, like this various stages he explained. And all those stages are there based upon the purification of the anarthas. And those anarthas, how that means gradually in a devotee are purified based upon that stages are there, and those stages are very elaborately explained by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in this book. So that is the main content of this book. That's why he's actually, you can see many times you can observe, you can say also, you can prove for that Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is more inspired by Srila Rupa Goswami than any other Acharya. And that's why he wrote the 3 books, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Bindhu. It is a shorter version, it is a summarized version of the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And also he wrote Kiran, Ujjvala Neela and Neelamani. So on that Ujjvala Neelamani is Rupa Goswami's book. He wrote the Ujjvala Neelamani Kiran, actually. And next one more book, Lagu Bhagavatamritam, that is also Rupa Goswami's book. Lagu Bhagavatamritam Kana, he wrote. These three books actually are written by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Those are all are the summarized versions of three books of Srila Rupa Goswami. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, for that what he wrote, Bindu. Lagu Bhagavatamritam, for that he wrote Kana. And for the Ujjwala Nilamani Kiran, he wrote Kiran. So these three books. That means you can see from these writings also you can understand. He took the time to explain and to meditate on the writings of Rupa Goswami. And also in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, that one sloka, Ado Shraddha. So taking that and he expanded that into this Madhurya Kadambani. And compared to, if you see, Jiva Goswami wrote so many Sandarbhas, and you cannot see anything that means contributing on those by the Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Taking those Sandarbhas and writing commentaries, and like that we don't see actually. But Baldev Vidyabhushan was inspired by the Srila Jiva Goswami, and you can see his commentary on Tattva Sandarbha. And also he uses Srila Jiva Goswami's explanations of Vedanta Sutras in Sandarbhas, taking those, and also he is writing his Govinda Bhashya. So there are so many places in Vedanta Bhashya, that's a Govinda Bhashya, you will be seeing Srila Jiva Goswami's direct sentences from on the Vedanta Sutras, which were discussed in Sandarbhas. So like this, this Rasikacharya, actually Rasacharya, Srila Rupa Goswami and Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is also a kind of that, and is more inspired by the Rupa Goswami. And Srila Jiva Goswami is such a strong philosopher. Of course, he is having all the attributes, and with Baldev Vidyabhushan is also establishing that philosophy based upon his explanations. Like this, it's up to the so devotees, they have some different kinds of the attachments and attractions towards the previous acharyas also. So that's obvious. But everyone is, even in the devotees also we have like-minded devotees, and they guhyamakyati pruchati, they always share and they always relish each other's association. So that's obvious actually. That's why it's not that everyone have respect for every acharya, but also have their own flavor, flavor of the devotion. Okay, we'll start today's discussion. Just before that, I want to know in the participants A205928 without name. So I would like to know that devotee's name actually. A205928, what is this? Who is this devotee? Can I unmute and can you say your name?
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Sorry, this is my my WhatsApp. My Zoom was configured by official ID. So my name is Amit Raina. My initiated name is Anand Haridas. And I am counselor of Sridhama Prabhu.
Sriram.
Sridhama Prabhu.
Sriram, okay. Okay, bro, nice. From which place?
I am from Mumbai, Prabhuji.
Okay,
Mira
bro.
Road.
Okay, bro, nice, bro. Okay.
Prabhuji, I could not join yesterday's session because of some personal reasons, but
Okay,
I
no
got the notes and I will go through them.
Yes, bro. Okay, bro, fine, bro. So other than that, all other non-devotees. Okay, thank you. So we'll start the today's section actually. You can open the same thing yesterday what I shared. So from that file only I can cover today also. Ehakalu, shall I share my screen because it is going to consume your more data? So I don't know actually. So shall I share, or otherwise everyone you can also open and can follow? What is the better thing?
If you share, Prabhuji, that will be nice.
Okay, I will share.
So
it.
sharing will be better.
Okay, Prabhu, nice. I will do that. You can follow. This is the cursor where it is going on. Iha kalu paramanandamayaadapi purushat brahmapucham pratishtha iti brahmatah api paratparo raso vai saha rasam he eva ayam labdva anandi bhavati iti srutya suchyamanaha mallanam ashniri nrunam naravarah strinam smaro murtiman इति सर्ववेदांत सारेण निखिल परमानंद चक्रवर्तिना श्रीमद् भागवतेन रस रसत्वेन विव्रियमाणः ब्रह्मणोऽपि ब्रह्मणः ब्रह्मणो हि प्रतिष्ठाहम् इति श्री गीतोपनिषच्च एव अयम् इति सम्मन्यमानः श्री व्रजराजनंदन एव शुद्ध सत्वमय निज नाम रूप गुण लीलाड्यान अनादि वपुः एव कमपि हेतुम् अनपेक्षमान एव स्वेच्छयैव जन श्रवण नयन मनोबुद्ध्या बुद्ध्यादीन्द्रिय वृत्तिषु आवर्तते यथैव यदु रग्वादि वंशेषु स्वेच्छयैव कृष्ण रामादि रूपेण. This is only one sentence actually. Okay, this is one sentence in the Sanskrit. So we'll try to understand what is going to be discussed in this. What Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying here. Iha kalu. So in this main thing is, it is one sentence. You have to take it out the main thing actually. Then after that, so you can easily understand this. The main verb you should bring out first of all. Main thing means bringing out the verb. So what is that verb? Krishna, the son of King of Vraja, endowed with his own name, form, qualities, and pastimes, which are composed of Shuddha Sattva, having a body which is beginningless, appears independently in the functions of senses of people's ears, eyes, mind, intelligence, and etc. without depending on any cause. What is that? Krishna appears independently in the functions of the senses. This is the main thing. So here you see, so avatarate. Avatarate is the main thing here. Krishna is appearing in the functions of the senses of people's ears, eyes. Senses of people's ears, eyes, mind, intelligence, without depending on any cause. Suddha Sattvamaya Nijanama Rupa Guna Leeladhyo Anadi Vapuhu Eva Kamapi Hetum Anapekshamana Eva Swechaya Eva Jana Shravana Nayana Mano Buddhya Adivrittishu Avatarate. So Krishna Yathaiva. So example is given. Example is given. What is that example? He is like that, the way he is appearing in the So yatha yadu ragvadi vamshishu swechayeva Krishna Ramadi Rupena. The way he appears in the Raghuvamsha, Yaduvamsha, Raghuvamsha, and so on so. So swechayeva, independently, in the form of Krishna, Rama, and so. Okay, he is appearing. Krishna is appearing in the dynasty of Yadu, Raghu, in the form of Krishna and Rama, independently. Here the main point is swechayeva. This is the main thing actually we want to say. We are going to establish bhakti is self-illuminating, is a swayam prakasha or swayam prakasha. That means bhakti is completely independent. This we are going to establish actually. So before going to discuss the various stages of the pure devotional service, that is Ado Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajan Kriya, and so on so, we are going to discuss the few intrinsic characteristics of the bhakti, which are very important to know. What we are going to establish? We are going to establish bhakti is swayam prakasha. If you translate into English word, bhakti is self-illuminating. It self-illuminating, it is having the property of, it is having the nature of self-illuminating. Bhakti is having a nature of self-illuminating. What is the meaning of self-illuminating? Do you know what is the meaning of self-illuminating? Self-illuminating means if you take a lamp and if you keep in a room, in a dark room, this lamp is just illuminating itself. You don't need any another lamp to see this lamp. That is the meaning of self-illuminating. If you keep a pen, like you see this marker is there. If you keep this marker in a dark room, can this object illuminate itself? Can this object shows itself? It cannot. But if you keep a lamp, but lamp can show itself. So, and also it can show others also. It can show others also. It shows itself. It means self-illuminating. And it is also caused to see others. You are able to see other objects because of the prakasha, the luminance, whatever is coming from this lamp, that is caused to see the other objects also. That's why lamp is also having the ability of illuminating of other objects. Swapara prakasha ta, swapara prakashata is there. That means the nature of illuminating itself and also illuminating others. This point we are going to discuss. Before going to discuss this, we are going to tell about the appearance of the Lord is also independent. Lord is appearing in this material world not due to any cause. Is there any cause behind the appearance of the Lord in this material world? Is there any cause?
No.
No. So if you say cause, what is the problem? Lord is having some purpose to appear in this material world. What kind of problem is going to come from this?
And then he will not remain Sarat. Sarat feature will go, like depending on other.
Yeah. Anyone wants to add a few more? It's good, Prabhu. Mahasya Prabhu, you said. Okay. Anant Prabhu, you were also saying.
One is Atma Ramata.
Yeah. If you say some material cause is because of some material cause, he is appearing. Material cause is there behind the appearance of the Lord. If you say that is, then what? It is going to destroy the feature of the Swarat. That means he is bounded by some conditions. And then you cannot say he he is Sveneva Rajate Swarat. That feature is going out. That means that is nothing but Atma Ramata. He is always dwelling in himself, in inside. And even he is coming to this material world, even in that time, so he doesn't have uh, any specific purpose actually. Killing the demons is not the Lord's duty actually. Lord is coming just independently, just for enjoyment, for his own enjoyment. Give me an example for this.
And also, Prabhu, one element is Swarat. It also takes away the most important aspect of absoluteness of the absolute truth. It becomes relative if it has a cause.
Yes, very good. Nice, Prabhu. And Maha Vadanya Prabhu is raising hand. I think he wants to.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, then Lord Krishna says, Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya chatushkritam dharma samsthapanadhyaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So he himself told this one. That means there is some cause. So then how to look into that?
Yes, Prabhu. Okay, good question. So that is obviously this second question is this only. Everyone will get. Lord is appearing just for his own enjoyment, and he wants to play with his energies, and for that he is coming. And while doing his enjoyment, while he is gaining his enjoyment or relishing his enjoyment out of his own Swarupa Shakti, so now actually that means automatically anushangikataya, that means automatically killing of demons also happening. So that is a secondary result actually. That is a secondary result. Like example you take, when Prime Minister comes to our village, so and he is opening some school. So take that means opening the school is the main duty. So he is coming for that sake. At that time, automatically all the roads are cleaned and they are decorated nicely. These are all happening. So they are all secondary things actually are going to happen. So because of his arrival, so he is leading to so many other activities, and those are all secondary. So that's why killing the demons is not the main cause actually. He's not coming for that. He doesn't have any business of the killing demons. What is this? So he wants to only enjoy. Like example, like a madman. Madman is not having any purpose to dance on the road. Why he dances? Out of his madness. That means there is no specific cause. He doesn't have any social fear actually. This is why society and I have to follow some particular conditions and a certain kind of the lifestyle, and I should not dance here and I should dance here. I should do this. I should not do this. All these are all days for the who are conditioned by this material world, and for them actually. But for the who is having a civilized person, so-called civilized person, so those have those foundations. They have the caring about their clothes, and I should wear this and I should not wear. I should like this. I should not be like this, like that. But in the case of madman, he is not having anything. He's always in his own joy. It's only madness. Similarly, so Lord's leelas are also like that only. He is out of his own ecstasy. He is appearing here. So we discussed recently in the Krishna Sandarbha also this. So anyone wants to add from there actually? So there we discussed why, that means the case of the Krishna appearance also, what happened, all of you? What is the background scene? So what Brahmaji in that chapter? Anyone remember this? Ananta Krishna Prabhu or the Mother Rohini? Please mute the others. Please mute others. Okay. Mother Rohini, you are saying something. Mataji?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji. Is it audible?
Yes, Mataji.
When the demigods along with Brahmaji, they went to Kshirodak Sai Vishnu, means
Yes.
at Shwetadeep. Brahmaji in his trance, he heard the message of the Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. The Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, he speaks that the Lord already knows the burden. He will come and all the demigods along your voice will take birth in the Yadu dynasty. Means there he has no there Kshirodakshaya, he didn't say, he requested Krishna to come to destroy the burden, to relieve the burden of the earth. Without any prayer also.
Go step by step, Mataji. Why? No need to confuse you. I mean,
I'm feeling little tension, Prabhuji.
nervous actually. You're feeling nervous.
Nervous.
Yeah. So that's why your answer is also going here and there. Okay, Mataji, no problem. Thank you for your endeavor. So, Mahaseva Prabhu, please.
Prabhuji, some other example I wanted to give. Like in case of Hiranyakashipu, when he was tormenting the world. So at that time, I think also demigods approached and Lord says that when he will create trouble for my pure devotee, Prahlad, that time I will come, I will appear. So, and that time I will destroy. Is it correct?
Actually, so that is a total plan actually. If you see third canto 15th chapter, so why Jai Vijay was sent to material world? Just Lord wants to have some relishment. So he wants to have a fight, some Virya Rasa he wants to enjoy. So that's why he says actually in that. Actually, the curse given by Kumaras is not really a offense, Vaishnava Parada. It is a semblance of the offense. Reason is Lord is having his own plan. So according to his plan only, so everything happened. So that's why there is no real offense by these Kumaras towards the Jai Vijay, who are Vaishnavas. And anyway, that is Lord's having a relishment. Okay, that is the reason actually. You can say that that whole Leela happened. Appearance of the Jai Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha also, why it happened? Just Lord was wanting so happiness actually. That is the reason. And I'm asking this case actually. If you see in the 10th canto, first chapter, that's here, Brahmaji was explaining actually. That's Sukadeva Goswami is explaining to Parikshit. What happened on that day? All these demigods went to Brahmaji, and Brahmaji also along with because of this burden of this sinful people on the earth, because of this devatas were not getting the properly their portion in the yajnas, so they are not were not care very nicely by this humanity because of these demonic kings. And they went to Brahmaji, and along with Brahmaji, all of the devotees, demigods went to where? Kshirosagar. And they are standing on the bank of that ocean. And there, so Brahmaji just went into deep samadhi. And Kshirodakshaya Vishnu is directly, so that means first of all, Brahmaji says, "Oh my dear demigods, be alert now. Now I am going to explain the words, are going to just repeat the words said by Kshirodakshaya Vishnu." So then Kshirodakshaya Vishnu is started saying this. What he is saying? So Krishna is going to appear in Yadu dynasty, and before to that, you all demigods go to that dynasty, and in Mathura, and also in the Gokul, in the different places, you take various roles and appear there and make all the arrangements like that. So Kshirodakshaya Vishnu told, and he made this voice, and that voice as it is Brahmaji heard, and he repeated that to demigods. So here, then what you should understand, what is the main point? Here, Jiva Goswami is giving a very logical point here. They went, all the demigods went to Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, and Kshirodakshaya Vishnu is not going to come actually. And they went and their problem they expressed to whom? Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. And in this, there is no business of the Krishna. Krishna was not requested by these demigods. These demigods, everyone prayed to Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. That is the business of Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. He is the maintainer. So even without requesting, Krishna is appearing. Krishna wants to appear. Means what? This is establishing that Krishna is having his own free will to appear. Swechchayaiva. Here the point is Swechchayaiva Krishna Ramadi Rupena Yadu Raghuvadi Vamseshu Avatarate. Krishna appears in Yadu, Raghu and other dynasties Swechchayaiva. So he comes by his own free will. And that is the point actually. There he mentions the free will of the Krishna. Okay, for the sake. Even in the case of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, sometimes he comes only for the sake of, for the pleasure of his devotees. With that reason, he comes out of devotion only. He will come. If someone is having the devotion, and that devotees want some kind of association of the Lord, he come. He will give his association. Otherwise, he never come. He never comes just to kill the demons. That is not his prime duty actually. And if that is the case, then Krishna can make one sankalpa and he can finish all the demons in the entire creation and finish. Whole game is out. Just by the one raising eyebrows is enough for him to kill all the demons in all the universes. He doesn't need to come also actually. And that's why here we should understand that Krishna comes is out of his own devotion, out of the devotion only he comes. There is no purpose means there is no any material purpose actually. There is no any material purpose is behind this. So that is the thing actually we should understand here. Krishna appears just out of his free will means what? That is out of sometimes bhakti, or he is coming by the calling of the devotees. That is not the material reason actually. Devotion is cause. Devotion is nothing but his Swarupa Sakti only. And to relish with that devotion, for the Swarupa Sakti is coming means he is coming for himself. He is coming for the devotees means he is coming for his own sake. That means it's only for his sake. So because he is not going out to his Swarupa. So bhakti is also part of his Swarupa. That is, it's a function of the Swarupa Sakti. Okay, I will explain even more detail in this today's class or maybe in the next week. But okay, this is at least you should understand that. So appearance of the Lord is by his free will only, swechchaiva, independently. Okay, now, oh Mahasaya bro, you are raising hand. You have some question. Can I unmute?
No problem. Sorry, I forgot to lower the hand.
Okay, no problem. Now, main point is here. The principle we should learn that Paritranaya Sadhu Nam also, if you see in that sloka Bhagavad Gita, Prabhuji was asking, Paritranaya Sadhu means what? You take their meaning is devotees. So he is coming for the protect the devotees means what? So just he is coming for the devotion only. That means where the devotion is not out of his Swarupa Sakti. That means in this way he is completely independent. Nothing external cause is there. No external cause is there actually. Okay, Krishna is appearing independently. What kind of Krishna he is? That Visheshnas are explained. Ihakalu Paramanandamayadapi Purushat Brahmapucham Pratishtha. So you see here he is superior to the Paramatma. Paramanandamayad Purushadapi Iha Khalu Paramanandamayadapi Purushad Brahmapucham Pratishta Brahmatah Api Parat Paraha. Lord is superior to the Paramatma and also Brahman. Absolute truth is available in three forms. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaniti Shabdate. So he is superior to Paramatma, who is full of supreme bliss. He is superior to the Brahman also, as stated in the Brahma Pucham Pratishtha. Brahman is the tail. So Taittiriya Upanishad, if you read in that Madhyama Valli, actually in the middle Valli, if you see there, it is explained the Pancha Koshas. Anandamaya Purusha, so Manomaya, Anandamaya, sorry, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, finally Anandamaya Purusha. Every Purusha is explained as a bird actually. There in the final Purusha is what? Anandamaya Purusha. Anandamaya Purusha in that, that is a full bird is actually, it is Purusha is compared with the bird actually. And Uttara Paksho Modaha, Dakshina Paksho Pramodaha, like that explained. That means that bird is having the wings, head, tail, and different. In that it is said that that bird is totally is the Anandamaya Purusha, and that bird's tail is what? Is the Brahman. That means Brahman is the tail of the total bird. Total bird is Anandamaya Purusha. That is Bhagavan, you take. And tail is Brahman. So from this, what you should understand is Brahman is also took shelter of, or otherwise it is dependent on, or otherwise so it has shelter of what? It has shelter of Bhagavan. So that's why sometimes you will be seeing Brahman is the effulgence of Lord's, effulgence emanated from the Lord's body. Anyway, finally, what we are understanding from this line, so he is superior to the, that means Bhagavan feature is superior to Paramatma feature and Brahman feature. Okay. Next, Raso Vaisaha Rasam hi eva ayam labdva anandi bhavati. Iti Srutya Suchyamanaha. He is also indicated by this Sruti. What is that Sruti? Taittiriya Upanishad 271. In that Sruti, what it is said? So first feature is what? This Lord who is going to appear in the Rama, Krishna, in the form of Rama and Krishna in the Yadu and Raghu dynasties. And that Lord is what? He is superior to Paramatma and Brahman. And also, he is Rasovaisaha. He is full of Rasaha Vaisaha. He is what? He is Rasa. Lord is also is Rasa. Bhakti is also Rasa and Lord is also Rasa. Rasam hi eva ayam labdva anandi bhavati. There, so Acharya is saying to his disciple, Rasam hi labdva. That means any Jivatma is getting the Rasa. Then only Anandi bhavati. If you want to get the enjoyment, what you need to get the Lord, who is nothing but Rasa. Then only you will become. Internet is okay, just it is unstable little bit. Okay.
Prabhuji, your voice is breaking. It's not clear, Prabhuji.
Just now, na. Just now, na, Mataji. 1 second.
It's frequent, Prabhuji.
It's frequently going, huh?
Yes, frequent.
Acha. Sorry.
Surprisingly, I can hear you.
Voice is not clear to others. My voice. Hello.
Actually, it is breaking, Prabhuji. I think internet is having issue. You can see that red
Breaking.
bar.
Okay. I am
also freezing sometimes. So I think it's bandwidth issue.
లింక్ రోజు పెడతా అదే లింక్ రోజు అదే ఒకటే లింక్ డోర్ ఓపెన్ చేసి ఉంచండి సిగ్నల్ రాట్లా Hare Krishna. Now it is okay. Some
Yes,
signal.
yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Clear.
So Lord is superior to, yeah, Bhagavan feature is superior to Paramatma feature and Brahman feature. So next, Mallanam Ashanir Nranam Naravaraha Strinam Smaro Murtiman. What is the English translation of this? You see here. He is described by Srimad Bhagavatam. Srudyaraha iti sarva vedanta sarena nikila pramana chakravartina Srimad Bhagavatena rasatvena vivriyamanaha. Here you see the translation. He is described by Srimad Bhagavatam. In what way? That same Krishna, that means the same Bhagavan, Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is superior to the Paramatma and Brahman, and who is full of rasa. And that Bhagavan is also described by the Bhagavatam. What kind of Bhagavatam? Nikila Pramananam Chakravarti. It is a Chakravarti of all the Pramanas. That is established in the Tattva Sandarbha. You know, all of you. He is a Srimad Bhagavatam is the emperor among all the Pramanas. Madhav Prabhu बोलिए बाइट बाहर. Sri Charan, tell to him to go outside and speak. Because if I close door, I am not able to get this signal here. Prabhu ji, आप बाहर जाके बात करिए. डोर ओपन చేస్తే నాకు వినపట్లేదు, అది సిగ్నల్ రావట్లేదు. एकदम जीरो साउंड बोलिए इनको. उनको తలిపేసుకోమని చెప్పి లోనికి వెళ్ళిపోయి. ఓకే ఓకే ఎవరికి వచ్చినా సరే చెప్పు, గొడవ చేయదు. ఓకే, యాక్చువల్లీ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ క్లాస్ రూమ్, సో దట్స్ వై ఇన్ ఆశ్రమ్ దే కెన్. So Bhagavatam, how it is describing about the Lord? He appeared as a thunderbolt for the wrestlers in that Mathura Leela you'll be seeing when he entered into that. So to kill the Kamsa in that Yuddha Kshetra, that's a fighting place of the wrestlers. There he was described in this way. Actually, he was appearing to wrestlers as thunderbolt. He is appearing to the humans as the best among the humans, and he is appearing as a personification of the Cupid for women. So that is one more feature of the Lord, the Supreme Lord. And iti Sri Gitopanishada cha eva ayam iti sammanyamanaha Sri Vrajarajanandanaha eva. And Gita is also telling about him. He only is regarded by Bhagavad Gita as follows. So what is that? Brahmano hi pratishtaham. In Bhagavad Gita, how he is described? So he is described as, I am the shelter for Brahman. That means he is a shelter for the Brahman also. These are the various things. Bhagavatam is describing him as, that's Mallana, that is the thing. And Taittiriya Upanishad is from the Taittiriya Upanishad, how you are seeing him as? He's a full of rasa. And he is also superior to the Paramatma and Brahman. And that kind of Bhagavan, these are only just features. And that kind of Bhagavan, Suddha Sattva Maya Nija Nama Rupa Guna Leela Dhyanadi Vapuhu. And he is having the Vapu. Vapu means body, which is eternal. Anadi means beginningless. And Leeladhyaha. So Leeladhya means Suddha Sattva is composed of Suddha Sattva. Suddha Sattva Maya. So he is having the body. What kind of body? Suddha Sattva Maya. Nijanama Rupa Guna Leeladhyaha. So he is having the body of, so which is beginningless and also composed of Suddha Sattva and endowed with his own name, form, qualities and fast tense, which are composed of Suddha Sattva. Suddha Sattva Maya Nija Nama Rupa Guna. That means Lord's name is also Suddha Sattva. Lord's form is also Suddha Sattva. Lord's fast tense are also Suddha Sattva. And his body is also Suddha Sattva. Everything is Suddha Sattva. And that is beginningless. It doesn't have any starting point. And that kind of Bhagavan, so who is having the body? Kamapi hetum anapekshamanaha. He doesn't need any hetu. He doesn't need any hetu. Kamapi hetum anapekshamanaha eva swechayeva. That means independently, Jana Shravana Nayana Mano Buddhyadi Indriya Vrittishu Avatarate. He is appearing in the functions of all the senses of his devotees. What is appearing of functions of the senses? Functions appearing in the functions of the senses. That means you all of you know, in the case of the Narada Muni. In the Narada Muni's case, what is happening? So when mother left her body because of the snake bite, so he went out from his home and he was traveling on the various tirthas and he's doing devotion and visiting the various sadhus and temples and so on. So at the time he was experiencing Lord in his heart, and those different vrittis are formed in his heart, and those vrittis are cause for the enjoyment of Lord's sound coming from the Lord's ankle bells. Lord's, that means body, there is aroma is coming, that's beautiful and sweet aroma. So he is able to see the sense that, and also he is able to see the form, the beautiful face of the Lord. So that means Lord appeared in the vrittis of, that means he became object for vrittis. Appearing in the vrittis of the senses means he became object of those senses. He became object for those senses. Like this. I will explain here. This is heart. Everyone able to see screen? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, Guruji.
Yeah. In the heart, various vrittis are formed. Okay. For example, if you see, these are the senses. And this is, let us take, this is the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. Okay, please mute your side, Prabhu. So these are the eyes. When you see a rose flower, when you see a rose flower, what will happen? Your eyes are seeing the rose flower, and there is a vritti is formed in the form of rose flower. Okay, then it is here the soul is there, and it is going to now soul is experiencing the rose flower. That means I am seeing rose flower, you will say. This is vritti related to rose flower. Okay. That means in this material world, how the senses are perceiving the objects? There is object, senses are so coming in contact with that object. Then in the heart, there is a vritti is formed, and then that is experienced by the soul. Okay. But in the case of the Lord, how it happens? In the case of the Lord also, here, so vrittis are formed. When heart is completely devotionalized, that means it is beyond the three modes, this heart. As much as you do devotion, heart will become pure. That means this now in the conditioned stage, it is out of three modes. Heart is also is composed of three modes, and also all the vrittis also three modes. This due to the modes, these vrittis are formed. But when you do devotion and when you reach to the, that means in the Bhagavatam you'll be seeing tada rajastamo bhavaha kamalobhadayaschaye chetayetairana viddam stitam sattve prasidati. So that means as much you do after crossing the nishta and after the, so if you reach to the stage of the prema, so then what is going to happen? All this completely his heart is transcendental. That means there is no triguna. So three modes will not be there in this heart. That means like if you keep a iron in a fire, it is becoming completely fire, and there is no quality of iron. It's now you call it as a fire. So the same way, it is completely become so pure sattva, suddha sattva. In that, what evam prasanna manaso bhagavad bhakti yogatah bhagavad tattva vijnanam. Their vrittis are formed, and those vrittis are what? Those vrittis are out of suddha sattvam, and to those vrittis, Lord. That means Lord's face is becoming. That means object for that vritti. And Lord's sound, related to sound, one vritti is formed, and due to that vritti, so Jivatma can hear the sound of ankle bells. And there is vritti related to the nose, and that vritti is formed, and then you will be so smelling the Lord's aroma coming from his body. Okay. And seeing all these, that means these vrittis are due to what? Due to Visuddha Sattva. In the conditioned stage, these vrittis are due to three modes. Okay. This is clear. That means Lord is appearing in your heart, in the vrittis of your senses, functions also you can say. And he is appearing here, you see. You are able to see his face. You are able to hear his sound of his ankle bells. You are able to sense the aroma coming from his body. That means he is appearing. Yeah, directly. He is becoming object for this vritti. Yes, Ramcharan Prabhu, please.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. So, is this the same thing that what Dhruv Maharaj, when he started praying for the Lord, when he says that, Lord, you're entering in my senses and enlivening the senses?
Yes, yes, this is the thing.
Okay. Thank you.
So Lord is appearing in the dynasty of Yadu and also Raghu and so and so. Same way he is appearing in the vrittis of his devotees, self senses of his devotees. This is the point he said here. And he is appearing independently. That means no material cause, no material motivation. Out of devotion only he is appearing. If he appears out of devotion, this you cannot say devotion is becoming cause and now he is also having the cause. No, actually, devotion is not different from him. Devotion is not from his swarupa, different from his swarupa. So that's why that is not going to break his independence. It is integral part of his swarupa. So that's the point actually. Svecha means it is, that's what is said. So, okay, Mahaseva, please tell me.
Prabhuji, here heart means chitta, no?
Heart means? Yeah, heart. Actually, the heart is nothing but, you can say it is a resting place for many things actually. If you see in the Bhagavatam 26th chapter, you will see Chitta, Ahankara, Buddhi, and mind, Manaha. These four things are there in the heart actually. Heart is comprised of these four things. Chitta, what is that? Chitta is cause for the living symptom in the body actually. So awareness, chitta is also known as is cause for the awareness. You are able to entering into any room and you are able to see the objects, and you are not able to see the some objects because you have awareness actually. So chitta is acting and partially or fully. That's because of that chitta only you are able to aware, you are able to having the awareness of few objects and not few objects. Chitta is not entering into that play, that objects. That's why you are not able to see those. Awareness is the function of chitta. And ahankara is caused to bind you with this material body. And you'll be thinking that I am body. And intelligence is cause for identifying the objects. This is pen, this is marker, this is that, determining the things. And also many functions are there. You can see there in the 26th chapter of third canto. And mind is cause for the sankalpa vikalpa. That means accepting and rejecting the things. And these are the four different items, and they have the different functionalities. Okay. Anyway, so these are the, and total is known as heart actually. These four are this heading in this. That means four different kinds of the activities. Anyway, this is subtle everything, and this subtle thing is like in the creation also. Mahat is known as chitta in individual body, and from that mahat ahankara is coming, and from that ahankara, so satvika ahankara mind is coming, and from the rajasika ahankara intelligence is coming. So like this, the creation, and those elements are there in the heart. Okay, Prabhu.
So this vritti, when you said is formed, where it will be formed? In the heart region?
In the heart. Yes.
Means whether it will be in chitta or intelligence or mind, where?
If you want to, for example, let me explain. If you are seeing this object, and after seeing that object, there is a role of all these four are role. Awareness is spreading. That's why you are able to see this object. That means that object is identified. That means just your consciousness is spreading, and because chitta only, your consciousness is spreading till here, till this object, from here to here. And then after that, so you will be identifying this as rose flower. That is caused due to intelligence. And then after that, oh, I like rose flower. That means you are identifying you are as a body and relating with this rose flower. This is my rose flower. And then I want to smell. I like to smell this. So let me smell it. Then this is the mind is doing. This means when you say vritti, all four elements are involved in this, for forming this. But when you do devotion, those four will become Suddha Sattva. In the material case, those will be in the three modes. Two participants raise a hand. Who are those? One by one. And anyone can raise. Yes, Prabhu Ramchandra, please.
Yeah, Prabhu, just one quick question, not related to, maybe related to this, Prabhu. I sometimes heard this word mati. Is that also come somewhere here, or like is it out of context?
Mati is also mind, actually. Synonyms. Sometimes you should see the Acharya's commentary, what he wants to say there. So mind is, mati is also intelligence. They are also, Atma also sometimes called as mind. Atma is also called as buddhi. Atma is also called as mind. Chitta. Many meanings, Prabhu, actually. Contextually you should take, actually.
Okay.
Acharyas, when explaining that, again. Sometimes we don't need to discriminate these four as one also you can take. Just if you say heart, everything is included. Sometimes mind is also said in the place of heart. It's keep on going, actually. That means they sometimes they are used as alternatively also, alternative words as a synonyms also they use. But just for the understanding, I said, okay, bro. Yeah. Next, if you go to our discussion. So that Lord is appearing. So come to the next paragraph. Able to see my screen now, Pro? Now this Sanskrit.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Tasya Bhagavata iva tadrupayaha bhakteha api swaprakashita siddhyardam eva hetu anapekshata hetu anapekshata tata hi yato bhaktir adokshaje ahaitukya pratihata iti adau hetum vina eva avirbhavati iti tatrarthaha. Now what we understood from the first paragraph, Lord is appearing in Edu dynasty and Raghuvamshas, Raghu dynasty, and any, even in the vrittis of the devotees independently. The same way, his devotion, bhakti component is also appearing independently. This is the important point. Because now we are going to discuss about the pure devotional service. So that means which is there in the heart of some devotee. How this devotion is progressing, is maturing actually in that heart. That you want to study. Before going to study how that devotion is appeared in that heart, that you should know. Na? You should know that. Na? So from where it is coming, you should know. What is the reason also you should know. Is there any reason or not, you should know. So that's why we raised the topic here like this. First, what we said, Lord is appearing independently. And now you can see translation here. Bhakti, being non-different from the Lord, is not dependent on any cause for the establishing itself, for establishing its self-manifesting nature. That means swaprakashata. Swaprakashata means what? How I translate? Self-manifested nature of self-manifesting nature. Is nature of self-manifestation. Nature. That means it is appearing by itself. It is not having any other cause. Okay? This is the meaning of self-manifestation, nature of self-manifestation. That means, what is the meaning of this line? Bhakti is non-different from the law. Why Bhakti is also self-manifesting? Because it is non-different from the Lord. Why it is non-different from the Lord? Because bhakti is nothing but what? Is the condensed form of Hladini Shakti. And what is this Hladini Shakti? Hladini Shakti is Swarupa Shakti only. Swarupa Shakti is having the many potencies in it. Hladini, Sandhini, Samvit. And Lord's form is completely out of Hladini Shakti, which is nothing but the bliss potency. And its condensed form is known as Bhakti. That means Bhakti is non-different from Swarupa Shakti. And Swarupa Shakti is cause for the Lord's Swarupa. So that's why Bhakti is non-different from the Lord's Swarupa, right? Lord's form. That is the point here, it said. Bhakti is non-different from the Lord. That is the reason. If I ask I will be giving the question bank. Actually, I forgot to mention in the first class. I'm going to conduct exams, on this subject. I'll be sending the question bank and I will make questions. You should remember all the points, class points also. Whatever. And you should pass, then only I will give certificate. So otherwise, okay, you are only attending. You will not get the only attendance certificate you will get, but not the successful completion of the course. You will not get that. If you want to get that, then you have to attentively hear and answer all the questions in the exam. If you pass, then only. Okay, we will be having the closed book assessment, only one, no open book. And I will decide the date after the few Anuschedhas. So that's why please note everything. If you are not able to note, and please hear back and make note. And I will not go out of the syllabus. I will be in the syllabus only, but anything connected I may ask sometimes. Okay, so please take this point. Okay, and is not dependent on any cause for the establishing its manifesting nature. So saprakashata siddhyartham eva. That means along that nature, whatever is having that manifesting nature, to establish that nature, you don't need to have any cause. Means it is also like Lord manifesting. Example is given. Tatha hi यथा भक्तिर अधोक्षजे अहैतुक्य प्रतिहता इत्यादौ हेतुं विना एव आविर्भवति इति. This is from where? This is from Bhagavatam 126. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktir adokshje ahaitukya pratihata yatma saprasidati. There it is said, yato bhaktir adokshje ahaituki apratihata. What is the meaning of that sloka? Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktir adokshje. That is only the dharma which is going to that means is the highest dharma for the entire humanity, which is the cause for the yato bhaktir adokshaje. So which brings the bhakti in adokshaja. And what is that bhakti? That bhakti is ahaituki. So here one may get doubt. Bhakti, that means dharma is cause for the bhakti, and that bhakti is ahaituki. Okay. First of all, let me explain what is the meaning of ahaituki. Ahaituki word is very important. So you can see the screen. Ahaituki. Ahaituki means phalantara sunya. Phalantara sunya. Phalantara. Acha, battery is low. One second. Phalantara anusandhana rahita. Phalantaranusandhana rahita. Phalantar sunya, no, you can say, okay, it's better to. Phalantara sandhana rahita. What it means? So phalantara anusandhana rahita. Now you will be joining under someone as a employee. Why you are expecting some 20K or 30K, 40K some salary? This salary is the motivation, is the cause you to join as employee and do service or work, some work. Work. You do work. So bhakti is also what? Bhakti is also nothing but the moving the hands and legs and so and so. That means using or activating or using the hands and legs and so and so, body limbs. Here also work is hands and legs are moved in this case also. But this work is having the some you are correlating. Why you are doing this work? Being motivated by this 20K of this salary. That is a cause. That is a phala. And you are seeing that phala, that's why you are doing this work. In the case of the bhakti is also nothing but the moving the hands and legs so and so. It means so Shravanam Kirtanam means you are just vibrating the tongue. Hearing means you are engaging the ears. So Smaranam means you are engaging the mind. That means you are using the various parts of your body, senses. Okay, so all these activities you are doing, that ahaituki, that means this bhakti, doing of all those for the Lord is known as engaging the body, mind, and so and so. For the service of the Lord is known as bhakti. Why you are doing that? That is not having any other cause. No other cause is there. You are doing bhakti, that means moving hands and legs and so and so. So because of bhakti. Bhakti is cause for the doing bhakti. So that's why it is known as, that means no other one is cause for this. In you are doing work out of this result, being motivated by this result. But we are doing the bhakti means engaging the senses, body and other limbs of the body in the service of the Lord, just for the sake of bhakti. Okay? Bhakti is ahaituki. Means bhakti is done for the sake of bhakti. Means it doesn't have any other motivation to do it. Okay? Even liberation.
Word, Prabhu, phala,
Phalantara anusandhana rahita.
phalantara, anusandhan,
Rahita. Ahaituki. This who gave? This is Jiva Goswami's definition. In the 1.2.6. For the word ahaituki, Sri Jiva Goswami is commenting like this. So bhakti is causeless because bhakti is done due to bhakti. No other one is cause. That is the meaning. What we are going to establish in this section, like Lord is self-manifesting nature is there. Similarly, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, don't make noise, Prabhu. Prem Sindhu Prabhu. Because if I close door, I am not getting signal, please. बंद करने से सिग्नल नहीं आ रहा है एक्चुअली. So this is ahaituki. So bhakti is not having any cause to do it, to perform that, to be performed. Now come to our section here. What it is said further. अहैतुकी इत्यादौ हेतुं विना एव आविर्भवति इति तत्रार्थः. तथैव यदृच्छया मत्कथासु. You'll be seeing the same way. यदृच्छया मत्कथासु मद्भक्तिं वा यदृच्छया यदृच्छयोपचिता इत्यादौ अपि यदृच्छया इति अस्य स्वच्छन्देन इत्यर्थः. यदृच्छया स्वैरतया इति avidhanat. What is the English you can see, you people can see here. We will discuss even more. That means how bhakti is having the nature of self-manifesting. So that will be discussing in more detail. Here, you will be seeing in the 11th canto 20 chapter, this Uddhava Geet, Krishna is saying to Uddhava, what he is saying, hey Uddhav, you are getting this Shraddha in my katha, that means my pastimes, narrations of my pastimes. Yadruchaya. Yadruchaya means, what is the meaning of the, here, what word you should identify in these three slokas, 11.20.8 and 11.20.13 in all these places. Mad bhaktim va yadruchaya. So this yadruchaya word is important here. What is the meaning of yadruchaya? So yadruchaya swairitaya. Swairita. Swairita means what? Independent. Bhakti, that means bhakti is given to you in your heart by the Vaishnava. So not seeing any reason actually, not seeing the conditions of that living entity. So just it is given by him out of his own free will. That's the point we are going to establish. So that is the point only said here also. Yadruchaya matkatadau shraddha. Shraddha is coming in my narrations. Yadruchaya. Next. यदृच्छया केनापि भाग्येन इति व्याख्याने भाग्यम नाम किम शुभकर्मजन्यम तद अजन्यम वा. Now the next point is, okay, bhakti is appearing out of its own self-manifesting nature. Bhakti is appearing in anyone's heart out of its own self-manifesting nature, of how the Lord is also appearing. You may say, oh, devotees are giving. Devotees are giving that to you. So then what it means? That means bhakti is having some cause. Devotees are the cause. Then some external cause is there. So this science we should understand. So the bhakti is appearing in our heart, yadruchaya, means independently. What is this meaning of this? Yadruchaya kenapi bhagyena vyakyani. That means yadruchaya can be commented as some fortune. Because of some good fortune, we are getting the bhakti in our heart. What is that good fortune? Now next question is, so some good fortune, if you say yadruchaya meaning as some good fortune, yadruchaya means kena bhagyena iti vyakyene. That means some good fortune if you say. What is that good fortune? Is it produced from good karma or not? There is a next question. So, subha karma janyam. Main thing is you are all following me or not. Bhakti Ahaitika is said. Now the question is, a Lord is appearing in the vrittis of the senses independently. Also, bhakti is appearing in the heart. Bhakti bija is given in our heart, and it is appearing. So, how it is appearing in our heart? We are here, Siddhanta is saying that it is appearing by itself. It is appearing by himself. But we are studying in the Srimad Bhagavatam 11.20.8. How we are studying? This bhakti is appearing yadruchaya. That means independently. Yadruchaya word I translate as independently. Or otherwise some good fortune. Let us take yadruchaya means because of some good fortune, this bhakti element is appearing. Bhakti seed is appearing in the heart. Then now next question will come. So what is that good fortune? Is it out of some good activity, pious activity, or not? If you say it is out of pious activity, it is due to pious activity, so what is going to happen? So adye bhakte karma janya bhagya janyatve karma paratantriye swaprakashata upagamaha. I gave two options now.
Prabhuji, can you use blunt words are appearing like little small one?
Thick you
Like,
want?
yes, I want it.
Okay, now you will see. It's okay?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you.
So due to good fortune. So next we are say it is due to good fortune. So what is good fortune? Is it produced? Is it produced by good karma? This question. If you say yes, then what happened? Bhakti depends upon karma. So which is not desirable, is out. This case is ruled out. Okay. Bhakti depends upon karma. If you say yes, if you say no, that means this good fortune, that means good fortune is not produced by good karma. If you say no, so then in the case of no, then what will happen? It is said I'm taking little bit, another 5 minutes. Please bear me. आद्ये भक्तेः कर्मजन्य भाग्य जन्यत्वे कर्म पारतंत्र्ये swaprakaṣata upakamaha. It is dependent on the karma. Then what will happen? Swaprakashata, or rather self-manifesting future is defeated. Self-manifesting feature is, manifesting nature is, otherwise nature is defeated. If you say no, that means that good fortune is not produced by good karma. If you say like that, then dvitiye means, if you say no, bhagyasya anirvacyatvena agneyatvad asiddhehe katam hetutvam. See the English now here. Self-manifesting nature goes away. If we take the second one, then since the cause of good fortune cannot be described, that means if you say no, that means the cause for the good fortune you are not able. If you say, so good fortune is not produced by the good karma, means you are not able to show the good cause for the good fortune. So then what is going to happen? So then the cause of the good fortune cannot be described. Then again, the good fortune remains unknown and unaccomplished. How can that be the cause? If you say, then you are not able to define good fortune. So, if you say good fortune is not defined, is not being defined, it cannot be cause. It cannot be cause for bhakti. We are doing investigation. You are understanding, all of you. We are doing investigation. Bhakti appearing in the heart. In this heart, this bhakti, how bhakti appears in the heart. So that is a question now. So if you say that is due to good fortune, and what is that good fortune is due to good karma, if you say yes, then there is a problem. Manifesting nature is defeated. If you say no, then you are not able to define good fortune properly, sufficiently. So then that kind of good fortune cannot be the cause. Okay, next. What is said next? Tatra kripa nirupadikya nirupadikaya hetutve tasyaha. What is that? Asarvatrikatvena tasmin bhagavati vaishamya prasajyate. If you say now, tat kripayaha nirupadikaya hetutve tasyaha. If you say Lord's mercy, if the Lord's mercy is stated as the cause, so while searching for the cause of the Lord's mercy, there will be an, if Lord's mercy is the cause, while searching for the cause of the Lord's mercy, there will be an unending series. Actually, there is a line mistake, printing mistake, editing mistake. This line should not come here. So, actually, please take this line later. Actually, unending series, anavastha, that will come later. Sorry, this is, I will send the corrected file. So you should read from here. If, however, one say that the unconditional nirupadikaya means unconditional mercy of the Lord is the cause of the bhakti, then since it is not all pervasive, there may be a defect of partiality in the Lord. So next point is what? If you are going to say, this good fortune is due to Lord's mercy. And that good, due to that good fortune, you are having the bhakti, you are getting the bhakti. Now we are saying what? Good fortune due to Lord's unconditional mercy. Then what problem will come? There is also problem. If you say Lord's mercy, then we are not seeing in this material world everyone is doing bhakti. That means he is giving bhakti to someone and he is not giving it to bhakti someone. He is not giving to bhakti to someone, some other one. That means there is a dosha. What is that dosha? Partiality. Partiality defect will come in law. Okay? If you say good fortune is due to Lord's unconditional mercy. So tat krupaya hedutve tasmin bhagavati vaishamya prasthita. Dushta nigrahena swabhakta palana rupantu vaishamyam tatra na dushanavaham. Anand Hari Prabhu, tell me.
So for this dosha, what we are now discussing, are we only considering this lifetime of, or aren't we considering the whole past lives also?
Yeah, I'll answer your question. 1 second. Bhagavad Krupaya, sorry, here, one more point. Bhagavad Krupaya hetu iti ukte tasyaha api hetu anvishamane anavastha. This line you should consider actually. If the Lord's mercy is stated as the cause, while searching the cause for the one more defect will be coming. So here, good fortune is due to Lord's unconditional mercy. If you say, there are the two problems are there. One problem already explained. There is one more problem. And Lord's mercy is the cause. Here you should write one more point. If you say Lord's unconditional mercy is the cause, so two problems are coming. First problem is, so then what is the cause for that mercy? And what is the cause for that cause? What is the cause for that cause? That means in anyone's heart, bhakti is placed due to good fortune, and that good fortune is due to Lord's unconditional mercy. If you say, then what is the cause for that unconditional mercy? Then what is the cause for that unconditional cause of that cause, like that? Why he is giving? That means why Lord is giving the unconditional mercy on him. That's why he got good fortune. That's why he got bhakti. If you say, why Lord he is giving unconditional mercy to him, then you need to find some more reason. Why he is giving mercy to him, and you should find reason, and also you should find the reason of that, and also you should find the reason of that. Then what is going to happen? You will be entering into the unending series of finding causes. And second thing is, Lord is not, we are in the material world, we are seeing this bhakti is not distributed to everyone. Then there is also, if you say bhakti is due to the Lord's mercy, if you say, or good fortune, which is cause for bhakti, so there is a partiality defect also is coming in here, because we are not seeing bhakti in everyone's case. So now Prabhuji is asking question, you are considering this life or the previous lives? Any life you consider, Prabhu. Jivatma So it is initially, it is completely is out of the, is having the paratattva gnana abhava from the beginningless. That means from anadi kala, jivatma is not having the paratattva gnanam. That means it is not having any bhakti in it. But now all of a sudden you are seeing the bhakti in it. So if bhakti is naturally there in everyone, then everyone should do devotion. Okay? Bhakti is not the integral part of the chit padartha, whatever jiva tattva, tatsya shakti, whatever you say. In that bhakti shakti is also there. Can you say intrinsically it is there? Can you say? You cannot say. It's not integral part of the jivatma. It is given to that. It is given to that. Who gave and what is the condition? That we are searching. That maybe this lifetime or previous. That's not the point actually. It was not there initially, but now it is having. From where it got? Is it getting from the good karma? That means some good fortune is caused. That good fortune is generated for that jivatma. So due to good karma, then if you say then bhakti is dependent on the karma, then it is not, it is losing the swaprakashata nature. If you say no, then is undefined thing. So you are not able to define the good fortune. So it is undefined cause, cannot be a cause actually. And if you say Lord's mercy is the cause, then there is a problem is coming. So why, then what is the cause for that mercy? Then what is the cause for that? What is the cause for that life? You'll be finding the loops. Why he is giving mercy to only this jivatma? Then partiality effect is coming. Okay, understood? Prabhu, Anand. Yes, Ramcharan Prabhu, tell me.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So we are discussing that, like you are saying that this bhakti is not the integral part of the jiva from the beginning. So sometimes we hear from Prabhupada that the statement that we have to revive our original Krishna consciousness. So how do we understand that?
Yes, that is a good question. So original Krishna consciousness means bhakti is being Tatastha Shakti of the Lord and the part and parcel of the Lord. It is meant for doing bhakti. It is meant for serving the Lord. That is the thing. But it doesn't mean that it is having bhakti now. It is meant for that. It is created, it is in this nature, it is prevail for the sake of that only. But now it is not doing.
Okay, bro. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, any other questions? Okay, I will stop here because I should maintain some, at least too much time it is. So 20 minutes I went over. Anyway, I will revise this in the next class a little bit, and I will go further.
Prabhuji, one small question. What is the meaning of khalo? Khalo or khalu was there?
Khalu means it's like just an exclamatory mark.
Okay.
Okay, any questions further? If not, I will wind up here. Yeah, Anand Krishna.
I will ask Prabhuji next class. Prabhuji. That
can
this
ask now.
Anandamay Purush is that Anandamay Purush is Lord himself.
Yes, Raso Vaisaha. Anandamay Purusha is Lord, and his Pucham is the Brahman.
His tail is Brahman.
Yes, that total board is Anandamay Purusha. That is Lord.
Yes. And Prabhuji, this Anandamay Purusha and Anandamay Kos, both are same or different?
Same actually, that is only the thing.
But we see, Prabhuji, this Manomay Kos, these things are material.
They are all material, and just it's evaluation of the consciousness. So when Jivatma's consciousness is identifying itself as body, then that is Annamaya actually, and it is identifying itself as prana, is identifying itself as
Body.
And it should be identifying itself as the Lord's
Part and parcel.
Part and parcel. That is the highest.
So it is consciousness, bro. Means Anandmay course is exactly Lord or consciousness, or this is covering of in
It's Krishna
Jivatma.
consciousness, it's consciousness.
Oh.
And that's connected actually. Krishna consciousness and Krishna is not different actually.
Oh.
So when you have Krishna consciousness, that's the Krishna Bhavana and Krishna, they are not different. Okay.
Thank you for.
It is a lot of discussion, Prabhu. There is a big discussion in the Sarva Samvadini. And Srila Jiva Goswami writes in Bhagavad Sandarbha Sarva Samvadini. Yeah, in the Taittiriya Upanishad. Big discussion. We'll see some other time.
Yes.
Okay, Prabhu. Next. Okay, thank you very much for agreeing. Yeah, yes, Prabhu, please.
Like, of course, we are doing the deeper study of Shastras here, but the previous classes, lectures, whatever we have been hearing, we hear that Lord's mercy is causeless, unconditional. So
Yes.
then, if we are going by that statement, then where there's a question to then dig into the cause. If you already say it's causeless, it's unconditional.
Unconditional, yeah, is the yes, Prabhu. Your question is very valid question. You are asking that unconditional Lord's mercy, why it is not given to all the jivas? It is unconditional, then it should give to everyone. No? What is the meaning of unconditional there? That you will understand in future. But that is unconditional, okay. But you are in the practical life, we are seeing every day, every jivatma is not doing devotion.
Right.
And then if it should be given unconditional means it should be given everyone. Then everyone should be devotee in this whole universe. But it is not. So then that means that unconditional is having some specific meaning. That just in the next it is coming, Prabhu. In that sense, it is we are going to discuss. Okay, Prabhu. Yeah, in the next week, next Saturday, we'll discuss that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.